I am Maria Cristina Ciocci. I am a mathematician and a maker. I hope that at the end of my short speech you will remember the fact that I am a maker. So a maker is a very important word in what I'm going to tell you now. So what do I do in my daily life? I dedicate my daily life in supporting the development of creative, innovative, but above all, critical thinkers. I really believe, I'm strongly convinced that creative thinking is critical for problem solving and is the critical, let's say, feature that you should train to be ready for the jobs that will be invented tomorrow. So creativity is something that you can learn, and it is out of this belief that I first founded Ingegno. So Ingegno was founded more or less 10 years ago out of a professional interest as a researcher, where I wanted to get insight on how making can enthrall and stimulate young people in training their natural explorative attitude, and so grow into young makers with a strong positive mindset. The maker mindset is a mindset where failing is part of the learning process, and this is really very important if you want to become a scientist or an engineer, or actually somebody that will be able to deal with the global problems that we are facing today, and you want to be the innovators of tomorrow that can help in solving these problems. By making advanced prototyping techniques and digital fabrication in particular available and accessible to children and young people, I am supporting the inventors of tomorrow. One thing that I think we all can count on is that the jobs of tomorrow will be tied intrinsically to proficiency in STEAM fields, and we need critical thinkers today more than ever. So, in my opinion, there is no better way to train critical thinking than by making stuff that does something. So I fully embrace the maker movement and the open source mentality, and I make digital fabrication accessible to everyone. From this need of sharing knowledge or sharing access to tools, the non-profit organization The Creative STEM was founded, and nowadays I am the manager of this organization. Every day I take on the challenge to gather passionate and visionary experts to create inclusive makerspaces where gender is not an issue, where actually your social status is not an issue, but where everybody gets the chance to develop her or his talent. My goal is to keep implementing programs that are accessible and above all inclusive for everybody. Unfortunately, since we live in the world we live in, the main challenges that we face to keep spreading the STEAM literacy through making are actually of the financial type. Money is always needed because we need a task force of passionate and visionary experts to support these young people that will be the inventors of tomorrow. But this all costs money, so money is a big issue. And also actually gender is a big issue, because nowadays, even if, let's say, some of us would believe that there is gender equality in the Western world, this is actually not true. In the maker world, in the scientific world, the women are still underrepresented. And this is really an issue that, in my opinion, in my experience, is tied to a way of thinking that we are taught from the day we are born, right? From our birth on. So with the program I implement, I also try to work on a change of mentality, that really by let's say by working the talk, and not only by talking about gender equality, I really try to be a role model for young women, so that they can actually relate to what I do, and really then dare to take the leap, to jump into this wonderful world of science and technology. And I also try to, in my little network, to keep as many women as possible as role models. This is what I want to do. Thank you for listening to me.